Hello again, guys. So I have a very short update on BNB Tiger. But before that, very quickly, for you guys that have been on FTX and have been a part of the group who have been expecting an FTX distribution, I just recently, I think it was yesterday, I received 2 emails, one from FTX creditor and one from the exchange that I've chosen to receive my FTX distribution. Please also let me know in the comments if there's any of you guys out there who have also received this email from FTX creditor. So I've received this email which notifies me that come the 30th of September, I'm expecting to get a deposit in my exchange of choice. And I was surprised. I'm actually very elated and very, very surprised, guys, because it's been like 3 years now since we've been waiting to receive or refund from FTX. And what I find to be very interesting is the date that they've chosen to make this distribution. If you'll notice that the date falls basically right on the feast of Yom Kippur. Now, why is that significant? That's important because personally, I believe that it would highlight the year of Jubilee. Yes, guys. Whenever this distribution takes place, and if you guys can see it on the screen, let me try to put it on the screen again. They say that it will start to show up on your FTX dashboard for you guys who have access to the dashboard, to see the amount that you're going to get and all of that information. That will be visible on the 22nd, which is Monday, this coming Monday. So whenever this distribution takes place, which is basically on the 1st of October, around that time, which is the Feast of Yom Kippur, guys, I honestly believe that it will let us know that the year of Jubilee has begun, because the year of Jubilee has to do with the cancellation of debts and the returning of one's own property. It has to do with restoration, guys. So you guys can also look forward to and also expect a great surge to occur in the markets around this time period and following it, because this distribution is around $1.6 billion worth of liquidity that's about to be entered into the markets. And this distribution has to do with the smaller retail investors like myself. And it's being distributed amongst a lot of people globally. And I believe that majority of this cash is going right back into crypto, because that is also my plan. I intend to purchase more Tiger and other cryptocurrencies as soon as I get it. And we all know that October is already a bullish month all by itself. And now adding this FTX distribution to it, we can expect the markets to begin to spike, to have a very bullish momentum in this coming October. But not only that, I believe October will be a pivotal month, and I believe it will begin the start of the year of Jubilee, which is a gigantuan, a very big thing, guys. You see, so going forward, even throughout this entire year, starting from the month of October, the year of Jubilee, people's lives will be changed. You see, Yah's people who has been waiting for him for many years, their lives are about to be changed. The tables are about to be turned, and they're about to experience complete and total restoration in their lives, which includes financial security, financial blessings, guys. It's coming, and it is all tied to the year of Jubilee and Yom Kippur in this October. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm believing. You see, that's what I'm seeing. There is absolutely no way that this distribution is occurring right on the feast of Yom Kippur, which is October the 1st. You see, it's occurring around September the 30th to October the 1st, right on the feast of Yom Kippur. That right there, guys, is no coincidence. So yeah, I just wanted you guys to know that. Now, let's talk about BNB Tiger. So God had revealed to me that comments like these are bots. And these bot farms are demonic. Like quite literally. All of these messages were written by demons. Literally. And their intention is to steal your destiny. To thwart the will of God over your life. Because God gives you one word. And their intention is for you to take another. To take their words over the words of God. It is the oldest trick in the book. The same thing that Lucifer tried thousands of years ago. He's still doing the exact same thing because he cannot create anything new. He can only mimic the creator. So I've noticed that I've been seeing these comments like popping up on several of my videos. And they've been popping up very, very often to the point where I started feeling that it was unnatural. It didn't feel natural at all. And I started thinking that these are not human. A human being couldn't just be spending their entire day just commenting on random videos, the exact same thing over and over again, in a way where it was obvious that they were like a computer, like a program, like they were programmed to do this. That's how I felt. You see, because it wouldn't make any sense at all. Any sense. They would put these videos under videos that wasn't even, or didn't even have anything to do with BNB Tiger at all. Constantly. And that's how I figured it out. That they were bots. And their agenda, like I said, is to thwart people's destiny, to steal the words of God, the words that God has given to you, to steal God's promise. You see, to try to get you to miss out on the blessing on BNB Tiger. I want you guys to check this out.
Here's what a social media bot farm looks like. Thousands of smartphones lined up in rows, each one controlled by artificial intelligence. These so-called bot farms like, comment, and manipulate social media, and you don't even realize you're talking to them.
This is a Chinese phone farm, and these phones represent some of the people you're arguing with in the comments. You may find this hard to believe, but what you're seeing is just one example of the hundreds, if not thousands, of these farms around the world today. Each farm has hundreds of smartphones, often with their screens and batteries removed, placed into racks, and connected to a single computer. Each phone represents an individual user. One command from the computer can trigger hundreds of likes, follows, and even star ratings. But if you think that's crazy, here's more. With artificial intelligence, they can now generate smart, human-like interactions tailored to a video's topic, such as comments in the comment section.
So I went on the Twitter handle for BNB Tiger, and I was kind of surprised, but yet not too surprised. Guys, I saw that the devs behind BNB Tiger went and burnt up to half of its total supply. And when I saw it, I thought, I wonder where did I hear this before? Plus a massive burn for BNB Tiger. Excessive burns. Because definitely, guys, more burns are coming. BNB Tiger is a community token. It is largely driven by the community, guys. The majority of us, the community, was disappointed with that burn because we didn't expect that, including myself. I expected at least half of it was to be burnt, and that wasn't the case. All of us expected that. What does that tell you? And like I just said, it is a community-driven token. That means that sooner or later, at least half of BNB Tiger's token, at least half of it is going to be burnt. So there you have it, guys. As I've expected it, and I've said it, they have done the exact same thing, guys. BNB Tiger just got up and burnt up to nearly half of its total supply. Basically, half of its total supply. So I'm not entirely surprised at all. You see, its total supply was 1 quintillion, and they have burnt 411 quadrillion. That is burnt and gone from the total supply. What remains is 588 quadrillion. That's what it has left in its maximum supply currently. Currently, guys, that is a huge move, huge progress for BNB Tiger. You guys want to guess what's going to happen next? I don't have to guess, even as I did before, because me saying this wasn't necessarily prophetic. I wasn't prophesying that they were going to get up and burn half of its total supply. I just said that based off of years of being in the market and understanding how these things work. You see, even from experience from observing other coins such as Shiba Inu. Shiba Inu did the exact same thing. They got up and had big burns, and immediately thereafter, the coin went to cancel several zeros, creating many multimillionaires and even billionaires. The exact same thing's about to occur right now with this coin. Yes, guys. The only difference is I've been given divine understanding concerning this BNB token. Several divine understanding, even just recently. I had one just recently, and I was considering whether or not if I should share it, because the last time I share it and the enemy comes in and attacks it and causes confusion. Should I now tell you guys what I just recently saw concerning this BNB Tiger token? Should I? Why not? Just recently, I saw that this token got up and it went up 287%. I was watching it. It got up and it went up 287%. Then it went up 28,000 something. I don't remember the exact numbers. There were some other numbers, so I can't be specific. But I know that it was 28,000 something percent. 28,000%, guys. Yes, this BNB Tiger is going to do it. I saw it. I saw that it got up to 287%. I watched it. And in the way that I saw it in the vision, it just jumped there. It moved instantly to those prices. It jumped to 280 something percent. And then it jumped to 28,000% from where it was. Yes, guys, this is definitely coming. This is in addition to all those other revelations that I've shown to you guys. Because I've also shared the first dream with you guys already, one of which has already been fulfilled perfectly. Now, in this first dream, it was very short. I was looking at my balance on my smartphone, my BNB Tiger balance on my smartphone, and it had risen in equivalent to a 5x. Yes, my account was increased over 5 times. So apparently BNB Tiger is just going to get up and do a 5x coming up soon. Because I was shown this. I saw this in a dream for BNB Tiger. You know, a 5x is coming, which is absolutely nothing in comparison to the moves that it's going to make. Yes, so that dream has already been fulfilled. It already went and did that 5x, exactly how I was shown. The next move now is the big move that I saw. You see, and it's coming. It's definitely coming. Everything is falling into place. Can you guys see that everything that has happened so far has worked to fulfill the prophecy of this coin? I know there's a lot of people out there that are mentioning an old token and a new token, but let me try to explain something to you guys. I understand where you're coming from when you're saying old and new token. That's for you guys who didn't have access to the exchange, to Bitmart. I understand it, because for you guys, there would be 2 contract addresses. Well, please put yourselves in my position, even as I'm putting myself in your position. For the ones that are on the exchanges, the ones that holds BNB Tiger on the exchanges, we don't deal or have to deal with contract addresses at all. So we don't use any contract address. We just purchased BNB Tiger and just left it. Now, for you guys to understand, the contract addresses have been changed from the old version to a newer one. But one thing remains the same. It has only been one BNB Tiger. It is still the same BNB Tiger. Because like I said, for the ones that have held it on the exchange, we've only just purchased it. Some of us have even traveled and left it there, haven't looked at it for months. What of those people? Would you go to them and ask them, hey, which BNB Tiger do you have, the old one or the new one? No, that question would be redundant. It wouldn't even make any sense. They wouldn't even understand you because they left their token on the exchange and it automatically changed from the old one to the new one, quote, old one to the new one. It is the same BNB Tiger. It has only just upgraded itself. It migrated into a newer version, fulfilling prophecy. So many of you guys have also called the devs are, you're continuously still, even though we've come to the understanding now that it has migrated. They have not stolen our tokens as we feared that they would have done in the beginning. We've gained understanding. We've moved past that. But some have still held on to that belief that they're scammers. Please be careful of your words because your words have power. The devs are not scammers. As a matter of fact, the dev is brilliant because it requires money. It requires money in order to make this move that they have done and this much progress. And that money that it had cost them to migrate the coin, because it costs money to migrate the coin and to remove those great number of zeros that it had before, it could just never go anywhere with that number of zeros and it would just not get listed on any exchanges with that excessive amount of zeros. And the devs knew this. And so he made a move, which was actually a brave move, a smart move, to prepare this coin to not only get listed on exchanges, but to drop the zeros. That's what we all want for BNB Tiger. We want it to progress and to drop zeros, but there was just no way that in the current state that it was, with all those numbers of zeros, going to progress and drop those zeros and reach those prophetic numbers up to 1 cent and $1 and all of these numbers that people have been seeing. There's no way that it was going to do that unless it had gone through this process, this migration. This whole thing that has occurred is a part of the prophecy. It is actually good. But I understand that a lot of people have become angry. I mean, I was angry at first until I came to understand what's happening. But you can't hold on to anger and use it to dictate your actions and bitterness. You have to let it go and come into understanding. It is the same BNB Tiger. Now, in this video, the purpose is not to try to change anyone, especially the ones who are into the old contract address. This is not my intention. If you in your heart feel led to hold on to some of that coin, please go right ahead. You see, because God is speaking to all of us. And no one person has the whole picture. If you feel that God is leading you to hold on to that coin, that is up to you and the Lord. What I'm doing, what He has led me to do from the very beginning, is to purchase BNB Tiger and to leave it, even as I have done throughout this entire ordeal. I've only purchased it and left it on the exchange. And it automatically changed up, it upgraded itself to the new version. So it's a process, you see, and it's going through a process which will lead to the many prophecies that God has shown, not only to myself, but several others, to being fulfilled. And this is the way how it will remove those zeros, by continuous burning and management out of wisdom. You see, so God has again confirmed to me that this coin is going up to 1 cent. It's about to get up and delete 3 or 4 zeros. And this latest burn is a clear indication of that. This is a huge move on the part of the devs from BNB Tiger. They burnt up to half, even as I've spoken it, guys, half of their total supply. And more burns are coming, even as more burns are coming for other coins such as Shiba Inu. And those burns will help them to get up to the 1 cent area. These burns are very important. So the coins are getting scarce. BNB Tiger is getting more scarce each and every single day, because I think there's a 7% buy tax and sell tax as well. So it's being burnt continuously. And I believe, just like Shiba Inu, because I've seen it with Shiba Inu, that at one point it's going to be sold out. Mark my words, Shiba Inu, that coin, at one point is going to be completely sold out. And I believe the exact same thing is going to happen here with this BNB Tiger. BNB Tiger is going to be sold out. because one more burn just like this, and it will be in the range of Shiba Inu. Shiba Inu, I think currently in its circulating supply, it has around 580 something trillion. One more burn just like this from BNB Tiger, and it will be in the trillions. And another burn would put it into the billions, just like what it just did, which means that the entire supply will be bought up. It will be completely bought up, guys. Now, can you understand how it will go to $1, $4, $5, and possibly even $10, $20, $50? Because the entire supply will be bought up. It will be burnt significantly. And it has gone way ahead. In less than 2 months. It has burned more than half of its supply. This coin is getting rarer by the day. So, for many of you who have seen that it has crashed, usually when coins crash, people usually fear and they sell. When coins pump, people usually get excited and out of FOMO, they buy. The majority does this. 95% of investors does this. But big money, people who've had some experience in the markets for years, they understand this one rule. You only purchase when things are low. When it has crashed and it seems hopeless, that is the perfect time to buy. When things are high, you want to stay out of the market, stay away from those things. And when I look at the BNB Tiger's chart currently, it is the perfect time to buy because it has crashed significantly. It is time to buy. And personally, I'm waiting for the end of the month and for my FTX distribution to grab some Tiger and some other coins myself. So that's what I'm getting ready to do, to purchase more Tiger, to position myself, because I know that the next prophecy, the next move that is going to do is that big move. And like I said, I saw it went up 28,000%. Consider that, guys. Consider that. So I think this video has already gone way too long. That's, all I wanted to share concerning BNB Tiger. I just want to let you guys know that it is burned up to half of its supply, and you can expect other burns, even half of this 588 quadrillion, which would put it significantly lower. I think in the trillions, quite possibly even lower than the circulating supply of Shiba Inu. So the coins are getting scarcer by the day. You guys consider for yourselves whether or not you want to take position. It's entirely up to you. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not trying to get you to buy or to sell. That choice is up to you guys. My job here is just to tell you the revelations that Yah has shown to me and let you decide. Now, you guys take care. Peace. Shalom. Until next time.